Hi there, it's Rachel from Sage. How are you? This is a bonus video, a by request video for a green look from the Moira Time to Shine palette. Hope you enjoy it. I've already primed my eyelids. I have groomed my brows but haven't filled them in. I'm going in with the base shade, all over shade called Limelight, which I have been using regularly as a base shade since the subscriber that sent this palette to me, since it arrived. I've been using it a lot and I'm absolutely loving it. I use a base shade because I want even tone and texture. Now I'm going in with the high transition shade. That's what I refer to it as, above the crease. It's right in the middle of the palette and it's called Just in Time. It's a beautiful mid-tone, not brown but more of a beige, deep beige. Very, very wearable, versatile. I'm blowing it out the sides a bit there, trying to cover up that brow bone a little bit. Now I'm going in with, I think this is like a cream to powder shadow. Very interesting texture. The shade is called Carefree and it is a delicious olive green. I'm putting this right in the crease with the same brush, still a fluffy brush, and blowing it out to the sides as well and merging it with those with the Just in Time shade for a nice sort of fusion between the two shades there. I absolutely love this color. I thought it might have been too deep for me, but it's really, really lovely, and it does sheer out nicely if you use a fluffy brush, but you can deepen it up if you use a more dense brush or spray your brush and use it as an eyeliner. But olive green, just gorgeous. You can see I'm just doing small circular motions there on that outer V. And just stopping and checking that it's even on both sides and adding colour accordingly. But you can see beautiful pigment there. I'm now going to sweep it in underneath the lower lash line and wrap it around the eye basically. So a nice sort of smoked out effect with the olive green. The shade is called Carefree. Sorry, I should have said that before. It's called Carefree. I'm not going for too of an intense look there because I am going to line the lower lash line with a deeper green shade in a more defined way soon. So this is going to be more of the smoked out effect. I've got an angled flat brush here and I'm now going in with the shade Want, which is the deepest green in the palette. This is also a very creamy to powder formula, and I am basically stamping the pigment onto as close to the root of the lash line as I can. And then I am following the line of the olive green shadow up and out to create not exactly a wing, but just more of it's more of an outline really, because you'll see that I'm going to add some more of that deeper shade on the lid, on the upper lid, very soon, and I want that to be my the outer line, if you will. So stamping, and now I've flipped the brush sideways and I'm flicking it up and then coming back down and buffing it in and making sure that it's merging, or there's plenty of pigment there and it's looking a little bit blown out with the olive green complementing it. Sweeping it about 2/3 of the way in on the lower lash line. I flipped the brush there. Beautiful colour. Back in with the same fluffy brush, and I'm tapping it into the pan, that deep green called Want, and you can see there that I'm filling in. I'm using that line that I've just created with the shadow, and that's where I don't want to go any further than that, any further out than that. And now I'm deepening up that outer V with that colour Want. I describe it as like a camo green, for want of a better expression. And just sweeping it up through the olive green just a wee bit to make them merge. Now this is an all matte look so far, and I wore this look to work the other day and I got a lot of people complimented the eye makeup, and I said it's this beautiful palette that my subscriber sent to me. Aren't I lucky? So now I'm going in with one of the most glorious shimmer shades. This is the shade Flash. I've got a flat brush and I'm going to spray the brush with some setting spray, whatever you have. You could even just spray it with water, to be honest. And this, what I find that this gives an more even application of the shimmer shade, and it gives the shimmer shade the best chance to perform at its best when there's a little bit of moisture there. You can see it's super sparkly. It's a sensational greenish, yellowish green, and it has a black base to it, this one, so it has depth. And look at the shift in it. It's just absolutely glorious. I love it. So I like to add a bit more to the center lid. I usually go in twice there because that's where the light falls from above on your eyelid, on my eyelid. So to get the maximum impact, if you have the shimmer there, it will hit that spot and will be more reflective. And as I usually do, I'm just doing a very light tap of that deepest shade Want again, just to blend the outer edges and make sure that the shimmer is dimensional, but also merging with the matte shades as good as it can. So I've done the other lid, and now I've gone in with 1 fingertip's worth of the shade All Good, which is a fairly conventional gold, but it has a black base, and I've rubbed it across both of my middle fingers because I don't want it to be too stark. I'm going in very, very conservatively here, just tapping as you can see. I'm not sweeping as much as I usually do. I'm literally just tapping just to get a little bit more lightness in that area, but I don't want it to be too sparkly. I just want it to be merging beautifully with the greenish gold. Really happy with how that's turned out. Just adding a bit more of that flash shade, that greenish yellow gold, in the middle of the lower lash line for extra reflectivity. Look at it. Isn't that just gorgeous? I just think this is such a good palette and such a good combo of colours. I'm going to use an eyeliner. I'm going to use a warm brown eyeliner to contrast with the green. And this will bring out the blue-green in my eyes even more. It is Fenty's Big Truffle, and you can see it's a warm chocolate brown, one of the easiest applying eyeliners I've ever come across. So this is my easy eye I'm doing here. This one doesn't twitch, so it's pretty much, 2 or 3 or 4 strokes and it's done. It's the other eye that's more challenging. Now I'm just filling in where I've got a few gaps close to the lash line. And this eye I do have to hold because it's very twitchy. This is my second one of these eyeliners, folks. The colour is unique and I've found it so easy to use. It is a little dearer, of course, but it's so easy to use that for me it's worth it. So now I'm just leveling up, making sure that the line is the same on both sides, or as close as it can be, and done. I'm going in with a new mascara here, Mecca Max's Tubing Mascara, Whiplash Mascara, in the new brown shade. I've never opened this before, I've never used this before, so we'll see how it goes. I have used the Whiplash Mascara, Tubing Mascara from Mecca in black before, and it was fine. And then I found MCO Beauty's Extend Lash and thought it was the best tubing mascara I've ever used. So it's the one I've been using for quite a long time if I want to use a tubing mascara. Now this one, I bought this because of the colour. It matches the eyeliner perfectly. It is exactly the same reddish undertone brown mascara rather than being a black brown. Now I'm finding here that it's not giving much impact on the top lashes, and I think for me, given that it's the first use, I obviously will give it the benefit of time because mascaras are usually better a few wears in. But this mascara, I think, is a great lower lash line on first application of mascara for the lower lash line. But for my top lashes, not so much. Not yet, anyway. So you will notice that later on my lashes do look darker, and that's because I went over them with Huda Beauty's One Coat Wow in black. Just because I like impact. Not everyone likes their mascara to be as impactful as I do, but that's my preference. Anyway, you can see what the eyeliner and the mascara have done for my eyes, my eye colour. It's basic colour theory, I guess. Nothing wrong with the mascara per se. I just need to give it more time. So I've put other makeup on, as you can see, and I'm putting on some cheek and lip tint from Barry M there, which is one of my favourites. Now we have the Natasha Denona eyeliner in Camu Camu, and I'm using this as a waterline liner on the lower lash line, just for a little bit of extra brightness. Nothing too dramatic. No, not Camu Camu. Sorry, guys. It's Fishu. That's the colour. I got that wrong. The Camu Camu is the green one. This one's the yellow one. It's Fushi. I'll get it right eventually. Fushi. I need to wear my glasses. I put some lip oil on. I put that cheek and lip tint on my lips as well. And now I'm going in with Colourpop's Super Shock Shadow in Aster. I thought this didn't have any pigment when I first got it, but it does. It has a really subtle peachy tone about it, and it ties in really well with that caramel coloured blush that the liquid blush that I'm wearing, the one from Barry M. And yeah, I've come back to wearing this a bit more lately. It's the Super Shock Shadow is famous, and I thought, oh, I don't, this is just kind of superfluous really in my collection, but I'm enjoying it lately, and I'm wearing highlighter a fair bit more than I have been. So that's, it's encouraging me to use my collection more. Oh, now I'm putting on the cheek and lip tint. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm putting on the Super Shock Shadow over the cheek and lip tint, just for a bit of extra sparkle. I had to go back in quite a few times to get the effect that I was looking for. I only wanted in the center of the lip to attract the light. There you go, I got it. I also filled in my brows with the Barry M brow pen, which has been a long time favourite. Here's the finished look. I've done my hair, showing you the reflectivity and the colour story. Hopefully you like it. I really do. I've been wearing it all day. Now I've got a chance to edit this video, and it still looks fresh. I can tell you that for sure. Thank you so much for watching, as always.